This is Matt from the Daily Course, and I'm sitting here with Craig Owens, lead singer of Chiodos.
Hi, we're in Equal Vision headquarters, and we're chilling proper.
The new album, it has more of an orchestral feel than All's Well. Are you guys trying to move away from the hardcore sound, or?
You know, a lot of kids have actually been saying that. I think that's the only negative response that we've gotten on the record, and my only answer is that doesn't even really make sense because, I mean, there's a lot more orchestra, but if you really listen to the actual music and you take away the lack of screaming in the vocals, the music is a lot more, there's a lot more shredding, Orville Schredenbacher, and it's a lot heavier sound than our other stuff. The other stuff was a bit more raw, a bit more angst-filled and younger, but I definitely feel like we've actually, you know, our hard parts have gotten harder, our pop parts have gotten poppier, the album is just the next step for us, and the last thing we're going to try and do is stick ourselves into a genre. But as far as the hardcore thing goes, I don't think that we're straying from it at all. I think that we're keeping it pretty real.
What's your favorite song, personally?
Lexington, Joey Peapot with the Monkey Face. I really like that. And it's funny, interesting song title, Hats. The Joey Peapot with the monkey face part. Obviously, we recorded the record in Lexington. It's just kind of what we named the demo, and it kind of just stuck. But Joey Peapot with the monkey face is actually what Pat, our guitar player, named his first dog. So we were like, it needs to be a song title. But I think that's my favorite. It's exactly like if I could show anybody one song to kind of summarize Bourbon Palace Ballet and what I was going for with my vision of the whole record, it would be that song.
Who comes up with all these crazy names for songs and stuff?
All of us. I mean, basically, it's nothing but inside jokes, hanging out. You know, someone will say something stupid, and we're like, "That's a song title."
Do you have a favorite band that utilizes the long song titles?
No, I probably should. I really don't pay attention to song titles. I get a CD, and I don't really look at the book ever. I used to be a lot more into it, but all my favorite bands have really short song titles, so there wasn't any really inspiration for the long song titles. We just went with it. They're just more fun.
What have you been listening to
Lately? Well, I listen
to your own record.
Yeah, right? All the time, like you should. This morning I totally was rocking Dave Matthews, Under the Table and Dreaming. A lot of crazy stuff last night on the drive from Long Island to here in Albany. It was Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. It's weird. As I get older, I have to turn the rock down, and it's been a lot more indie. It's been a lot more folk, acoustic, jazz, stuff like that that I've really gotten into. So you know, stuff like that. I'm losing the mosh in my heart.
Do you feel that evolution or that progression of your musical taste affected the way the album sounded?
Probably. I mean, you're obviously a product of what you're listening to, and all the music that I was listening to probably had a lot to do with it, like Fiona Apple being so piano-driven. But really, I mean, all six of us take a part of the recording and the listening and the writing of the record, you know? So, I mean, it's six different guys with musical tastes, and Jason listens to tons of metal, and all my guys do. They listen to a lot heavier stuff, and I mean, they wrote just as much as I did on the new record. So, you know, it can't be one guy's musical taste can't be held responsible for the evolution of our sound. But I definitely feel like it had a little bit to do with my vision.
Who's your biggest inspiration musically at the moment?
At the moment, probably Fiona Apple. Really into just everything she does, the way she presents herself, the way she's just so normal and beautiful, and kind of like the whole portrait artist thing. Just very inspiring and very real. And I really like that about her.
Would you ever consider a solo career?
Yes, at some point maybe. Who knows? The only problem is that I think the main reason I would ever consider it is because I'll never be able to stop writing music as long as I live, even when I'm like 60 years old. So I'm pretty sure it'll end up with me in my basement recording stuff, some folk albums.
Doing whatever.
Yeah, from the ages 40 to 80.
What's your favorite tattoo that you've done? I know it must be really hard
It
question.
is, especially because I mean, as you grow, your tattoos grow with you, just like music. But probably the new one on my neck symbolizes actually Lexington, the lyrics to it, and it really just means a lot to me about the good and bad in people.
Is that the latest tattoo you've done?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Well, technically, I guess it would be this colored in, but
Can you show that
since
to
it
the
was
camera?
done after. Yeah, it's a little scabby right there. Still healing, but yeah, I colored that in, and it's just my grandfather, my grandmother's initials. We're still alive, but he just taught me how to love, and he loves her. So cute story. Anyway, yeah, I think it would be the neck tattoo.
You guys have blown up over the past 2 years.
I wouldn't say blown up, but
You guys have gotten pretty popular.
yeah, worked really hard.
What's the main, besides songwriting, obviously, what would you attribute that to?
I think the fact that we are hardworking. You know, a lot of bands go out there and new bands, and they kind of just get everything. And a lot of people think that we've gotten that, and it's. I mean, the All's Well That Ends Well came out a couple of years ago. We've been touring on it hard, non-stop, well over 300 shows a year. And you know, all it is hard work and being nice to every single person that you meet, and rationalizing the fact that you're just the same as every single individual in the crowd.
What's going on with Cinematic Sunrise right now?
Actually, after I drive home tonight or tomorrow, the 11 hours to Detroit, I am going to, I think, the 12th, so yeah, 5 days. Dave Shapiro, the drummer, flies into Detroit for Brad's wedding, and we're going to record 8 songs, and I think just try and get an EP out.
Awesome.
Hopefully before the holidays, so let's see what happens.
Any label?
Hopefully Collision. Hopefully Collision.
What about Sounds of Animals Fighting?
I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on.
Everyone's kind of just doing their own thing right now.
As of now, yeah, I mean, at least I am. Maybe they're doing something together, some of the other guys, but I'm stepping back. I've got Cinematic and Chiodos full swing going, so, you know, sticking with my best friends in that regard.
What are some of your goals and ambitions for the future, musically at least?
Musical. You know, take it one step at a time. Basically, right now, my main goal is to get Bone Palace Ballet in everybody's hands, and headsets, CD players, iPods, computers, and I just want them all to listen and understand and respect and enjoy.
Do you have any advice for bands that are trying to get signed, trying to get onto a label?
Yeah, I mean, just don't ever give up. I mean, someone you look up to, someone that you hang on their every word. I mean, they could say something negative, and you know, it's not going to happen overnight. It takes years and years. Practice does make perfect, and it takes a lot more than a lot of people think. So never give up.
Are there any unsigned bands that you've been listening to lately?
You know, there was one called Dr. Manhattan, but I believe they just signed somewhere, and they're absolutely amazing. Unsigned band, there's a band called Downers that I'm obsessed with. That's awesome. They're good friends from home.
They have a MySpace?
Yeah, they do. Downers of the World Unite. And I want to say that that's it. As
Is
far
that
as
a
unsigned.
Detroit-based band?
What's that?
Are they from Michigan also?
Yeah, yep. They're from like 20 minutes from where I am.
Gotcha. Who's the dirtiest in the band?
Jason. He got on the mock collections at Warped Tour. He got Dirtiest Feet, which makes sense. It was most likely to not shower. Jason's definitely a dirty dude. He rocks it and he reps it well.
You guys have Warped Tour superlatives?
Yeah. As if it wasn't already like high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you win any?
Unfortunately, yes.
Which one was it?
It's not worth talking about. It's not worth talking about.
Who's your favorite band to watch on Warped Tour?
Killswitch Engage, the tightest band I've ever seen. Absolutely awesome.
Awesome.
We're rad.
Any final last word shout outs?
Go check out our new record, Bone Palace Ballet.
Alright, this is Matt from the Daily Chorus signing.